Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning. So today I would like to present my assignment for qualitative research and qualitative data analysis. Before that, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Adrianto Ramadhan from Class B 2018. So in here, I will present the article that I've been looking for, which is an article that used qualitative research, and also this article was published in 2020. Then I will explain what qualitative methods were used and what qualitative analysis data or instrument were used. So let's get to the explanation. The title of this article is Consider in Context EFL Teachers' Views on the Classroom as a Bilingual Space and Code Switching in Share L1 and in Multilingual Context. And I found this article in System Journal, Volume 91, July 2020, with author or the researcher is Fiona Gallagher. As you can see in here, so this paper describes a qualitative research study which explored the view and practice of EFL teachers in relation to code switching and the use of the L1 in the classroom and the extent to which their particular teaching context plays a role in this. So the interview took place with 24 teachers who teach or have taught English in both. The first is multilingual context in which the learners typically do not share a common L1, and the second context in which the learners typically share an L1 other than English. The overall aim of the study was to explore the practice and beliefs of the teachers in relation to the use of the L1 in the EFL classroom. So in particular, it sought to examine the attitudes of EFL teachers regarding the use of the learners L1 in their classroom to compare and contrast practice of teacher in share L1 and multilingual context, and to investigate to what extent teachers who teach in both contexts adapt their pedagogic style of each context. So in here, you can see the background. From here, you can see the aim or the purpose of this study. As you can see in here, the qualitative method used in this article is thematic analysis. So thematic analysis is a method that can be used to analyze qualitative data. For example, data obtained from in-depth interview or semi-structured interview as was done in this study. So this data analysis technique is very appropriate to do when a study aims to explore what actually happened in a phenomenon. In particular, thematic analysis is used to identify patterns in an event that becomes the object of the research. So the thematic analysis is one way to analyze data with the aim of identifying patterns or to find themes through the data collected by the researchers. And also you can see in here, you can see instrument for the qualitative data analysis. So for the qualitative data analysis or the instrument used in this article is semi-structured interview. So a semi-structured interview is a meeting in which the interviewer or the researcher doesn't strictly follow a formalized list of questions. Instead, they will ask more open-ended questions, allowing for a discussion with the interviewee rather than a straightforward question and answer format. The participants in this article are the 24 participants were EFL teachers who teach or have taught in the first multilingual context in Ireland, in which the learners doesn't share a common L1, and the second context in non-English speaking countries, where the learners typically share a common language other than English. The interview consists of 5 sets of open-ended questions, which focus on the following construct: their own teaching and language learning backgrounds, their practice and approach in a particular multilingual context they had taught in, and approach in a particular shared one context they had taught in. And the last is their overall view and belief in relation to the use of the L1 in language teaching and their perception of the classroom as a bilingual space. In here, I will show you the instrument that the researcher use for interview the interviewee. So in here, you can see the appendix or the instrument. So this is the interview template. As you can see in here, this is the interview template that researcher use. There are 5 sets of open-ended questions. The first is background, teaching context, use of L1 in the classroom, overall attitude to the use of the L1 in the two contexts, and the last is the classroom as a bilingual space. And for the appendix A, you can see the participant profile. So this is the 24 teachers. You can see the category of each teacher too in this table. And for the appendix B is the interview template for the instrument. Okay, so the conclusion that can be drawn is in this article that researcher used thematic analysis for her qualitative research and used semi-structured interview to collect data for qualitative data analysis. So I think that's all from me. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.